Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Don't miss out on our comic book creator interviews, including our monthly Chichester chats with comic book legend DG Chichester, superhero movie brackets in our search for the worst comic book movie of all time, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Luca Perich, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks podcast.
In brightest day,
in blackest nights,
No evil shall escape my sight.
but those who worship evil's might.
beware my power.
Green Lantern's light. Hello and welcome back to Sector 2814, the Green Lantern podcast. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, Master of the Chord is.
I am Will. Hey, everyone.
And no Matt Kona still, but I'm not losing hope. I was just thinking, you know what we need? I need a picture of that Hal Jordan statue from issue 81, slap Matt Kona's face on it, be like, he will return one day. Just sleeping in the sun.
That's right. He's just bonding with the Spectre and trying to redeem lots of people. So.
Oh, there you go. We need a Matt Kona Spectre picture. Someone whose Photoshop skills are better than mine. Yes, I need a Matt Kona Spectre, maybe a statue.
Yes, and definitely better than mine.
Yes. All right. So, got a little bit of news. Well, today, I'll get it tomorrow, but today, Justice League 75, supposedly John and the Justice League are getting killed.
Uh-huh. Now,
I did see one spoilery headline that says someone has like a Tony Stark in Endgame moment, so I'm thinking that might be John.
Okay.
So.
I still think this has to take place because John's in Far Sector, isn't he? After number 12?
I think so. Although, like I said, I think I saw preview pages where like everybody who's dying and kind of gets teleported from wherever they're at. So,
okay.
I don't know. Again, I'll read it. I'll read it tomorrow and let you know. But
he's still Godstorm powered and Source elevated and Guardian enhanced.
Oh yeah, I know. And again, it might take place like a little bit in the future because they're like, oh yeah, they're all dying in the Justice League book. But meanwhile, in a lot of the monthly books, Batman's still alive.
No, really, they're not going to kill him forever. Really?
But some of them in their monthly books, it's not going to catch up for a while. Because like meanwhile, Wonder Woman's in the middle of a different event right now. So
okay. Gotcha.
Oh, but I did catch what?
That was anything else Green Lantern? I'm trying to think.
Oh, did they do any new results for that round robin?
Oh, I do not know. That's a good thing.
I didn't even think of that until just now, but yeah, because it's usually a week, isn't it?
I think so. DC round robin 2022. Round 2 voting has begun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, round 3 voting. Hang on.
Wasn't it round 4 last week? I can't remember. You're probably on the same page I am.
Wait on Games Radar.
Oh, wait a minute. What's this? 14 days ago. That's no good. So what will be on round 4, round 5?
I don't know.
Wait, let me see. Round 4 picks maybe? No, April 12th. That's probably no good. Unless I'm just gonna say we usually have the results.
DC round robin will conclude on May 17th. So, but that's like 2 weeks out, so that makes sense. But where is the? Isn't it like the DC Infinite or something forum?
Oh yeah. You know what? I wonder if I can see something going on there because yeah. Oh yeah, I got Infinite. Yeah. While I'm looking this up, I did catch up on my Young Justice this weekend. Last week's episode. There were a few friends of ours from the Green Lantern animated series in there.
Nice. I've not watched it yet. I'm looking forward to it.
Not your boy. Your boy wasn't in it, but Kilowog was in it. Tomar was in it, and Razor played a big part.
Yeah, and they finally got to cap a little bit of his story, from what I understand. So I'm really
yeah. They kind of capped it, but if they want to do something with him, they can't. They can.
That's cool.
Yeah. So yeah, there was like a big summit thing because some of the Young Justice League, whatever, goes to New Genesis. The Green Lantern send those got to New Genesis. So there's New Gods, there's Green Lanterns,
Well, according to the poll, it closed 2 days ago, and it
Ew.
looks like at least on the I think they also vote on Instagram as well.
Oh, maybe.
It looks like Superboy edged out, at least on the DC, out of 859 votes. He got 64%. So,
Oh no.
but we don't know. Hang on, let me go to the end here.
Round 3. Yeah. On my app, I'm only seeing up to. Oh wait, is there more? Round 2 voting. Round 3. It was a week. Since it's ending in May, are they giving them more time to vote now or something?
Well, no, it said the poll has been closed as of 2 days ago. So,
Ew.
but I haven't seen an announcement because we don't know.
Unless they're still tallying votes.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know the Instagram vote on the other side, right? So
Oh,
there's
yeah, I don't know. Let me see. DC Round Robin 2022. Let me see.
DC Round Robin 2022 Round 3 results. That's what we want.
I think that's old because what's this? Reader poll results. Most of you dislike DC's Round Robin contest. What? Yeah, because probably people's favorites don't win.
Yeah, doesn't look like they've announced it yet.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. I thought we usually had it when we recorded here.
Yeah, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But I mean, at least from what we can see on the DC Infinite forum, looks like Green Lantern lost to Superboy, but we don't know what the Instagram looks like. So I mean,
yeah.
could have pulled through over there, maybe not. I mean, we
wait,
just don't know.
Does DC Universe Infinite have a Instagram page?
I don't know. That's a good point. Let's find that out.
I was gonna say I'm already on Instagram, so DC Universe Infinite. I'm sure everyone's riveted listening to us look on the internet.
Yeah.
So where would I find that?
I don't know. I don't even know how you vote on.
Would it just be the DC Comics? I don't know. Oh, wait a second. Here we go. Oh, no, that's for round 3 from April 19th. So what, last week? Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Unless I'm not seeing it. I don't know, kids. We'll keep you updated. But
yeah, we will see.
I
don't know how they're doing that, but whatever.
So John Stewart's taking a vacation here soon. Yeah. Green Lantern showed up on Young Justice. We don't know what going on with the polling.
New Kyle figure, which we have no price for or anything.
Yeah, because it was up for what? Was it even up for pre-order yet? But yeah,
I don't think so. Yeah, from McFarlane Toys. Oh, and they're releasing like 3 new statues from some company that were all Green Lantern related, like an Atrocitus, a Sinestro, and then a Hal, I think is what it was.
I don't know. It just seems weird. It seems like they can sell a ton of Green Lantern merch, but I don't know anymore. It seems like they will never want to do like a long-term Green Lantern series anymore. Even the Grant Morrison, it was broken up into 2 12 issues. Yeah.
It's and I'm kind of remembering one of the reasons I think these older, Kyle Green Lantern stories didn't didn't stick with me as well, because a lot of them are, like done in one, maybe 2 issues.
Oh, yeah.
And they're kind of quick, and they don't have that kind of longer epic storytelling, that we got
Yeah.
later and a little before. But
I just wonder if he was waiting to closer to 100 to do stuff, and then something comes up tonight. I don't know if that made him have to change course on certain things.
perhaps.
Yeah. Something outside the Green Lantern book. Yes.
I wonder what that could be.
Yeah, I believe I don't even know the whole story, but I believe it gets wild. So
Yeah.
Oh, Superman and Lois came back tonight after like a month break.
Oh, we need to catch up on this season.
Yes!
We haven't been watching it, so
It's bizarre.
Oh.
Yes. Spoilers.
Let's see. The Spectre series is good. I think I'm up through 14. No, issue 13 now.
Oh yeah, I haven't had a chance to read any of that yet. I can't wait.
Yeah, the art's Ryan Sook, P. Craig Russell.
Oh yeah, just listening to you and Mr. JMD Mateus talk about it on Unlimited Justice episode 18. Yeah, and then it got me excited. I was like, I was excited before. I'm like, this sounds even better than I was thinking. Yes.
Yeah, and then to find out that it wasn't the impending rebirth that got it canceled. It at least got to kind of run its course before everything else happened. So
I mean, I maybe it was a thing of sales, and maybe they just told him it was canceled. They didn't tell him what was coming.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, the last issue of it was 2003, or was it 2004?
Yeah, I know when we talked to Mr. D. Mateus, I thought he said 3, but I don't know if we had a specific.
I will look it up real quick. Looks like it ended in 2003.
Okay.
It was. I don't see its on sale date here, but it's dated May of 2003. And I don't believe Rebirth was late 2005, right?
Didn't it start in 2004? No. I don't think it was late 2005. No, I mean, wasn't it sometime in 2004 it started, then it went into 2000? Yeah, I don't think it was late 2005, was it?
Green Lantern Rebirth. Whoops, that's the collected edition. Haha. And
another number 1 behind it.
Green Lantern Rebirth 2000.
Issue one was December 2004.
Okay, there it is. Yep, I see it.
So
that would have been a year and a half later, maybe. But
I wonder how much ahead of time they knew, because didn't they give Mars, how many of those last issues of Kyle did they give him?
6 months. So
yeah.
They might have known at least a year in advance, maybe, but this was still like a year and a half before. It ended a year and a half before the series, so it maybe, but I don't know.
Yeah, it might have been the sales, but yeah, maybe there's at least rumblings of because I believe that was Jeff Johns, because he wanted to bring back all the old school guys like Hal and Ollie. Yeah,
absolutely.
Hal was the first. Wait, no, was he? No, Ollie came back first. Yeah, no. Yeah, because Ollie's in Rebirth, though.
Yeah. And then it was
then Barry Allen wasn't until 2009.
Yeah, it was a few years later. 4 years later, 5 years later.
All right. So should we get to any of these issues?
You bet.
Yeah, this first one almost seemed like a fill-in to me, but it's still Ron Mars.
Yeah.
Maybe just because of the different artist. I don't know. All right, kids. So yeah, we're doing Green Lantern 87 through 90 tonight. So yeah, the first one is Green Lantern number 80, volume 3, number 87, June 1997, last of their kind.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, writer Ron. Oh wait, writer, friend of the show, Ron Mars.
This is Ron Mars. You are listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
Thank you, sir. Penciler Tom Greinberg. Anchor Romeo Tangle, colorist Noel Giddings, letterer Chris Eliopoulos, and editor Kevin Dooley.
How'd you like that cameo in the first few pages?
Oh yeah, and then the comment he throws out, yes,
Yeah.
yes, because at Green Lantern's apartment, Access arrives and questions Jade about where he can find Cal. Then he leaves, but not before he says, "Oh, I guess we'll have to go find the guy with the surfboard."
Who could that be, I wonder?
Ron Mars so wanted to punch that like Superboy Prime, just wanted to punch those crossovers into continuity.
That's right. And hey, Green Lantern Silver Surfer is in continuity, or at least it was.
That's where we first get the Radu's logo, yeah,
before Flashpoint, right?
oh yeah.
After that, all bets are off. But up until then, it was in continuity.
I mean, we've had Infinite Crisis, Final Crisis, Flashpoint, all the Dark Knight's medals in the
New
between there.
52, Rebirth,
So who knows?
Convergence. Yeah.
The Marvel multiverse was like, yeah, we don't need that. We don't do that here.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Cal is at Justice League of America meeting at the JLA Watchtower. The meeting breaks up. I love how we get the little continuity note that it's like, it takes place right after JLA number 5.
Uh-huh. Which we did. On
No.
what show?
No, we did 1 through 4.
Oh, yeah, we did 1 through 4.
Yeah, no. 5 was a standalone, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I believe, was it Ivo? I believe so. Or was it Tio Maro? Or was it both?
Oh, wait, so that was the single issue with Tomorrow Woman in it.
Yes, yeah, where they create Tomorrow Woman, yeah. And where they had that, we should do it someday somewhere. Just Metamorpho's funeral, We're even there. They're like, yeah, he'll be back.
Yeah. Whenever you get ready, bud.
And the first JLA issue with Electric Superman.
Oh yes, Electric Blue Superman.
Poor Grant Morrison.
Yeah.
That was issue 5. Then by like issue 10, it's like just the open issue is like, oh, Wonder Woman's dead.
What?
So they had a whole meeting to discuss JLA number 5. And Cal stays with Martian Manhunter to learn how to perform monitor duty. He doesn't know by now. In the midst of his lesson, Cal and John discover a huge spaceship that begins terraforming Earth. The 2 Green Lanterns attack the ship and discover its crew is dead and the ship is on autopilot. John telepathically steers the ship to a new destination where it begins terraforming the planet Mogo.
Yep.
So, all right, thoughts, William?
I mean, it was interesting that it got played up, last of their kind, right? That's the last Green Lantern, last Martian.
Mm-hmm.
One of the last remaining sentient planets, I guess. I don't know.
Although he's so when all the battery went out and all the rings went out, so Mogo was kind of just also pulled a metamorpho and went inert.
I never quite understood that. I always thought he would still be.
I know. I thought he was just
Mogo. He just wouldn't be able to really communicate with because he didn't have a ring. But
yeah, he couldn't do anything. He'd just be stationary or whatever. But yeah, that's.
I don't know.
So I'm sure we never came back to this plot point because Mogo comes back after Rebirth, right? Isn't he just like, what the heck what the heck's on my back?
Yeah. Somebody scratch. No.
But no, I was just looking at the notes. It said, the references to JLA 5, and it was concurrent with Unlimited Access number 1, which explicitly references Access's appearance in this issue, complete with flashback and footnote.
Wow, I have not read Unlimited Access or what was the Amalgam. I have not read the Amalgam comic stuff in a long, long time.
Oh yeah, me and Lilith did some a while back. Oh, and then we were just talking the Assassins one in January because DG Chichester wrote that, so we were talking to him about that.
Cool.
Yeah,
That was an Elektra mashup with.
it was like okay, this is weird. Okay, so it was like Daredevil and it was Daredevil and Deathstroke combined, but it was a female,
Okay.
and then her partner was like a Catwoman Elektra combination.
Okay.
And the big villain in it was a combination of Kingpin and the Riddler.
Okay. It's been a long time.
So
I'm sure I read that.
I remember telling Diva Tejas, I'm like, I read this every time I read this thing. All I can think of is like, oh my god, Kingpin would hate it if he knew he was combined with the Riddler.
Oh, wait, that was Chichester, right?
Chichester, yeah. Yeah, especially current, especially if it was the Batman Riddler.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm going to wear a gimp mask and murder people.
Oh, did you see? I guess they just announced. I guess they've greenlit the Batman 2.
I did see that. We've not watched the first one yet, so
I-
I've heard it's good. So
I was gonna say it's on HBO Max. You don't have to go anywhere.
yeah, I know.
And we're like, what? A little over a week till Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
That's right. That'll come out to theaters.
Yeah, and then Thor in July.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm of the weird group of people. I own this that I hated the tonal gymnastics of Thor Ragnarok. It didn't work for me. And it's fine that it works for so many people, and I'm glad it works for so many people.
Yeah.
But for me, it just didn't work.
Yeah,
And
well, it was like I think they wanted a different tone. It was a different director, and because I don't know how much the first Thor movie did, but that second one is considered
yeah, I'm not. It doesn't bother me too bad. But this
Yeah.
one because it goes from it's like a ping pong ball basically. Just
I know it's like oh hey, your dad just died, but hey, you're still cracking jokes.
yeah. But I mean, hey, a lot of people like it, so I don't
Yeah.
want to rain on their parade. It didn't work for me.
I mean, there might be a little more. I don't know, a little more seriousness to the. Oh, can you believe we're getting a Thor 4?
Yeah,
Iron Man didn't get 4.
Yeah.
Captain America didn't get 4. Although we
Thor
might get a Captain America 4, but it'll be Sam Wilson.
That's true. Yeah, and we're getting an Ant-Man 3. Okay,
Quantumania.
go back in time to 12-year-old me and say we're going to have 10 awesome years of Marvel movies, and we're also going to get an Ant-Man movie, and it's going to be really good.
It's gonna get It's gonna get 2 sequels.
Yeah.
I know. I would have been like, wait, is this gonna be one of those TV movies? What?
Are you high? Who are you?
What, you mean a TV movie like that Nick Fury Hasselhoff thing?
Exactly. That's it. But I mean, yeah, the Marvel movies, they've all been for the most part really good. I mean, I have quibbles with Iron Man 2 and 3, and I have some quibbles with other things, but for the most part, I mean,
Yeah. Plus, it was early on too. I don't think they
Mhm.
fully knew what they were gonna do. I mean, Iron Man 2, I don't have the problem with it. A lot of people do, but Iron Man 3, there's too much, empty suits flying around. It's just like,
yeah, I mean, I thought, okay, not just anybody can be Iron Man because it needs the power source that's in your chest, and they're not going to have that. So how can they do whatever?
again, too. I mean, they eventually did take that shrapnel out of his chest in the
Yeah.
comics too. So I mean, that really didn't bug me. But it's like, oh, I'm gonna blow up all my suits for you, honey, and then next time we see him in the Avengers, oh hey, I'm back.
Yeah, I'm back.
All right, so back to this issue.
Back to Green Lantern.
I was gonna say the only other note it says, yeah, the guy on the surfboard access mentions is of course Marvel's Silver Surfer, who can't be explicitly referenced by name here for legal reasons.
I wonder why.
Even the great dark side will not take on the Disney lawyers.
That's right.
Not that it was Disney then, but yeah.
Neither will Doom.
Oh, I believe tomorrow the new issue of Silver Surfer Rebirth comes out. So
Oh, cool. Very
support our
cool.
boy Ron Mars. Yeah.
Friend of the show.
Yes, friend of the show, Ron Mars. I mean, oh, come on. How many? What is this? Issue 4, I think. How many issues? Is it 5 issues?
I think so.
Oh, come on. There's a little time left, Mr. Mars. Give us a Quasar already.
Yeah.
Didn't he say there's more surprises that we didn't know about? Come on, Quasar.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's Quasar, but I'm also not super confident that it will be.
Yes. Okay, I've never heard of this before. Yeah, the cover artists were Tom Greinberg, and then it says Tasty Fried Color.
Huh. I guess that's early digital coloring, maybe? Or
I guess. I never heard of them.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, Tasty Fried Color Employers, DC Comics, Verotech. Oh. Oh, it said first publication, Green Lantern 75. So, oh, here it is. Tasty Fried Color was a company that specialized on coloring comic books. The company lasted 4 years before going out of business in 1998. That's why we never heard of them.
Oh, okay.
Their first work was with Verotik, Verotik, on their title Goth, although it must be some kind of an anagram for something, because it's like G.O.T.H. In 1995. They worked with DC Comics mainly as cover artists. Some of their titles they worked on are Robin, Green Lantern, Catwoman, among others.
Cool.
So, sorry, kids. I had to see. I'm like, I never heard of them. Now we know why.
And now we know. No one's half the battle.
Gotcha. Now you know the rest of the story. Yeah. So, any other thoughts on this one?
Yeah, it did have a bit of a
Fill-in feel.
fill-in feel to it. I mean,
Yeah, even though it's the regular writer, but
But,
yeah, it did really feel like a fill-in thing.
Mhm. And then it's nice to see Mogo, but
Or dead body.
yeah, and that's something that's really great, is that Mars was slowly, kind of bringing bits of Green Lantern lore back in, which I thought was pretty awesome.
Oh yeah.
Now, we haven't seen Guy Gardner
Not since Final Night.
since Final Night, right? Yep.
Oh no, Hal's funeral. I mean, it was like probably a month
Final
later.
Night,
But Hal's
yeah,
funeral,
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, let me back that up. Issue 82. Remember, he was drinking with them at Warriors at the beginning of 82.
That's right.
That's the last time we saw him. When they were all drinking at Warriors. Yes.
And then do we see him again? I mean, does he become a recurring character kind of in this book eventually?
I think every so often when they go to Warriors, I know that at least they see him that point, I think.
Mhm.
But yeah, I don't think we get a ton of Guy Gardner in action. I mean, yeah, again, he's like, just like in Final Night, I think he's like a character in, what is that, Our Worlds at War, maybe some
Yeah.
other crossovers, but
Mhm.
yeah, I don't think he does anything major until Rebirth. Not that I remember.
Cool. I guess we'll see.
It was like, cool, I don't have to deal with him until the good version.
That's right, the better version.
Yeah, I think our days of slogging through bad Guy Gardner stories are mostly behind us. All right. Ready for the next one?
You bet.
All right, let's take a road trip, kids. Green Lantern 88, July 1997. Go home again. Writer Ron Mars, Daryl Banks is back on pencils. Inker Terry Austin, colorist Pamela Rambeau, letterer Chris Eliopoulos, and editor Kevin Dooley. Cal Rayner visits the grave of his dead girlfriend, Alex. He thinks about the time he shared with her, but also talks about his new girlfriend, Donna, who actually has accompanied him to the gravesite because both of them went to visit Cal's mother later. The emotional situation is interrupted, though, by Alex's sister, Amy DeWitt, who first curses at Cal for not being at the funeral, then even slaps him in the face. After Amy left again, Cal changes in the Green Lantern and picks up Donna to fly to his mother's house. Again, that's weird. It's like, I get it's supposed to be like an emotional thing, but it's like, again, Amy doesn't know about the Green Lantern thing, but couldn't she, in some part of your head, wouldn't you be like, maybe it was too emotional for him to show up? His girlfriend had just been murdered
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
and stuffed in a refrigerator,
yeah, yeah. But I guess people do weird things in grief, so.
Or maybe that was a thing. So, when we don't see him come to her grave alive, because Amy's like, don't you come back here ever again.
He does. That's why he doesn't. I mean, because it's been, what, 3 years? Over 3 years of
Since
title
50.
time, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's only been, what, a few months maybe
Maybe, yeah.
in the compressed time frame of the DC universe, at least that continuity.
I was going to say, Hal Jordan didn't get no slap when he visited that grave in that annual.
That's right. You're right. That annual. Okay, go ahead.
Resurrected Ollie, but he couldn't resurrect Alex. All right. Cal warns Donna that the relationship with his mother is not the best, but as he sees some smoke from afar, Green Lantern immediately flies to the point of the fire's origin, which is Star Labs. And for those of you Arrowverse fans, Star Labs in the comics usually spells trouble. So
exactly.
basically evil factory, either on purpose or accident. Yeah, it spawns evil. Cal goes to work and saves the staff, including one Dr. Hollins, who talks about an AI project, which obviously went wrong.
And tried to kill them.
In fiction, AI never, most of the 99% of the time never works out.
No, it's
for every Vision, we get like 100
Terminators.
Ultrons, yes. A little later, Cal and Donna arrived at the house of his mother, Maura Rayner. Cal is shocked as his mother wants to see him in costume. She figured out pretty fast that her son had become the new Green Lantern. I like that. And so it's like, I'm your mother. I recognize, because he's like, how long have you known? She's like, yes, since I saw you on TV fighting Ohm. That's basically his first issue. And then she's like, hey, if there's any doubt, hey, Alex dies and you and the new Green Lantern show up in New York at the same time. So
logic. Hey, that's a cool thing.
Although she seems to be fine with it, she is angry because she hates secrets being kept from her. As Cal tells her that he even searched for his father, Maura gets even more upset. Disappointed by her reaction, Cal leaves the house, followed by Donna. She tries to calm him down, but Cal has the feeling that nothing has changed between him and his mother. In the meantime, the AI from Star Labs uses several machine parts to build itself a body. It calls itself the Machine Messiah and is intent to rule the world. The Machine Messiah.
I have a bit of problem with the Machine Messiah for next issue because I feel like it could be easily squished.
I just wanted to see him preach into some like microwaves or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a weird conversation with Kyle and his mother.
Yeah.
Which I guess they've had their issues over the years, but I love it's like, oh yeah, by the way, I went to find Dad. And he says, oh, I didn't find him. I just found some guy pretending to be him. He didn't say, oh, hey, it was Uncle Aaron.
Yeah. Just some dude.
They just said something. He's like some guy. And she should have been like, I went looking for my dad, found my brother, or he found his brother. But yeah, I guess, was it this issue where he's telling Donna, he's like, yeah, once his dad disappeared, his army money paid for the house or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, no real other notes on this issue. So what did you think?
I mean, it was the setup for the next issue with the battle with the Machine Messiah. And again, like you said, nothing good ever comes out of Star Labs.
Exactly. And again, like I was thinking about this the other day, it's like it was kind of something different because it's like we really never see Hal's mother except for like a flashback, do we?
I don't think so.
Because I'm trying to remember, even in like Emerald Dawn, like didn't they mention her? But I don't know if we ever actually saw her, did we? Everyone's
No,
like,
but
"Oh, your mother's ashamed of you," but it's like,
we do see her in the Spectre series.
oh, really?
Yeah, there's the Christmas issue
Oh.
about him. Christmas as a child, like his first Christmas after his dad had died.
Ew. So the Ghost of Christmas Past gets his own. Okay.
Kind of. It's an interesting issue. That whole series is just
man.
is very interesting.
Damn it! Expect a message from me this weekend. I'll be like, I just read through the whole series. I sat down for a few hours, just read the whole series.
I think that was issue 12. Was the Christmas issue, I think. And then 13 is what I just finished, and that's the last issue with Ryan Sook. But according to Mr. DeMatteis, we get Norm Breyfogle for some of the issues later in the run. So
nice. I love his Batman. Nice. But yeah, like I was gonna say, up until the Spectre series, we don't really see Hal's mom.
I don't think so. I mean, we jumped from the accident to Secret Origin, basically, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's basically it's always about the dad with him most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're both pilots. Yeah.
Well, and it's Secret Origin. Well, we'll get when we get there, we can talk more about it. Secret Origin kind of
the
changed the continuity of his origin, I think, in a better way than Emerald Dawn did, because
probably
he wasn't necessarily a drunk driver now.
Yeah.
That
was weird. That was weird that they put that on him, because it's like, if you're gonna go with the alcoholic thing, that's fine, but they never touched on that again.
No.
So it's like, why throw that in there?
Yeah, it was a weird decision. I think they wanted to give him feet of clay or something.
I guess, or just
like to overcome, but
show why he's a stickler for the rules, because it's like, that one time I let my guard down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was very weird.
Except he's not really a stickler for the rules, because he always breaks them.
Well, it's very weird. It depends what situation it is. Like if it's him and Ollie, he's like this by the book cop. But yeah, like if he's on his own, it's like, yeah, the Guardians say one thing, I'm going to do something else. Yeah,
I'm going to do the right thing.
that I think that's the problem people have with Hal Jordan. Maybe that it's like, something, depending what situation he's in or who's writing him. Yeah, he's either like
well, and I think we've probably talked about this a little bit. As groundbreaking as those stories were, the Hard Traveling Heroes by Denny O'Neil and Neil Adams, I think a lot of those stories kind of came at the expense of Hal, because everybody loved, Oliver, because he was this anarchist dude that, got to spout off and do everything. But Hal had to play they made Hal play the straight guy, right?
Oh yeah.
And by straight, I mean, the
over the top,
rule break, and not a rule breaker, going to always follow orders, blah, and that's, I really kind of feel like that was out of character for him, at least what we've come to know of him, in the 50 years since those stories were published.
I think it was those two characters needed help with sales, so we're gonna mash them in the one book. So yeah, I know what you mean. Like, pure classic Hal's supposed to be like a maverick, and he couldn't be in that story.
And and that's and then Green Lantern, Green Arrow, as much acclaim as it received, it ended with 89.
Yeah.
And then there was 2 years, I think, or there was a pretty big gap until number 90 came out, and then it was it's actually collected in Space Traveling Heroes up there in a hardcover.
I'm trying to remember if I knew that. So so they took a 2-year break between 89 and 90?
I think so. I will, because Green Lantern was relegated to backups in the Flash.
Oh yeah.
For I think it was like 2 years, but I will find out for you as we move along to the next issue. How about that?
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, yeah, I remember I read one of those Green Lantern backups recently, but yeah, I didn't realize it was that long of a break. Wow,
And I, of course, love Hal Jordan.
that's how he knows it all.
Absolutely.
All right, so Green Lantern number 89 from August 1997. I never guessed this title, kids. Man and Machine. Looks like the same creative team as last issue. Cal Rayner goes through some stuff from his childhood as Donna comes in to fetch him for dinner. I love the comic books.
Yeah.
I wonder which one those were, These misunderstood heroes who are born with their powers.
I
A world that hates and fears that.
Nice.
I love his always like, I can't believe I read this stuff. She also warns Cal that the boyfriend of his mother, Maura Rayner, will join the dinner as well. Oh boy, I wonder who this could be.
Hey, I've got information for you.
Yes.
The cover date of Green Lantern number 89 was May of 1972.
Okay.
It was probably on sale February 22nd.
Okay.
Or that's when the on sale date is listed here. Number 90, it was even longer than we thought. Number 90 is dated August-September of 1976.
Whoa!
And the on sale date of it was May 4th of 96.
Whoa.
So that is, that's like 4 years pretty much.
Wow.
Over 4 years, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. I thought 2 years was long.
Yeah, 4 years. I hope we don't have to wait 4 years for the next Green Lantern.
I know. These days, I don't think they would wait that long. I don't think they would sit it that long on something that was even lesser known than Green Lantern now.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, the franchise. It's like, pick a lantern. There's so many lanterns. You got some, Okay, so yes, Cal, his mom, and Donna will drive to Star Labs to pick up Dr. James Hollins. That's the boyfriend. Now, Cal remembers that he saved Dr. Hollins from the fire just before he and Donna went on to visit his mother. Oh, God. Here we go. As they arrive at Star Labs, all lights in the building are out, which is why Cal changes in the Green Lantern to take a look at the situation. He quickly finds Hollins, and then he gets attacked by a big machine calling itself the Machine Messiah. Carrying Hollins, Cal leaves the building just in time before it explodes. But the machine followed him, and now Cal also has to look out for the safety of Donna and his mother. Of course, Maura is deeply worried about her son, and Donna tries to convince her that Cal is able to take care of himself and that he has matured well since becoming Green Lantern. Cal's fight with the machine takes quite a while because the Machine Messiah is able to anticipate all his moves. At last,
I'm sorry, I have to interrupt you there.
All right, go ahead.
How has he fought Green Lanterns before? I mean, does he know what the Green can do?
The puny human mind will.
Hulk smash with a big green hand or a boxing glove. I mean, I was just like, bubble it up, dude.
Yeah, bubble it up, throw it in the orbit, something. Yeah.
Sorry.
I know. Well, I think they just did that because they wanted to, they wanted him to feed him the way it did. At last, Green Lantern defeats the machine by attacking it without any thought or strategy. The only thing the machine could not foresee or calculate. I mean, I thought that was kind of cool. He's like, yeah, don't even think about what I'm going to do.
Use your imagination.
Just unleash whatever comes out of this ring is going to come out of this ring at him. Because isn't there just like a thing of Donna's Wonder Girl just like sitting there too?
And there's like was it a Hulk? It wasn't a Hulk, maybe Hulk-ish. I don't remember.
Yeah, there was all kinds of stuff came out of that ring. But I love like Donna even tells Cal's mother she used to be Wonder Girl, and she was like, "Wonder Girl, Cal had such a crush
on you." Thanks, Mom.
So yeah, he beats the Machine Messiah. A little later, all are back at Maura's house. The relationship between Cal and his mother can only get better now because recent events finally convinced Maura that her son is no longer an irresponsible little boy. Suddenly, the phone rings. It's a call for Donna, and it's certainly bad news because she immediately starts to cry.
Check out editor's note. was it Wonder Woman 123 or 128?
It's around that era. Yeah. Because I don't know if I even read the story, but isn't it like, doesn't Donna get like erased from existence, and then like they have to bring her back through like Wally West memories or something?
It's been a long time.
That's kind of like the Reader's Digest version I got when that new Titans book starts in, what is it, 98 or 99? Yeah, they're, because Donna's weird around Wally for a while. Cause she's like, yeah, how do I know I'm really me and just not the idealized version you remembered, Wally?
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, oh yeah, we'll get next issue. We'll find out what that phone call is about. But oh no, okay. One of the constructs was a gold Pharaoh action figure among Kyle Rayner's childhood. Oh no, it wasn't a construct. A golden Pharaoh action figure can be seen among Kyle Rayner's childhood toys. Whether this means there is a golden Pharaoh on New Earth, or it just means that New Earth has the same Kenner Superpowers toy line that we did, is unknown.
Yep, nice.
I mean, that's nothing. Ron Mars is trying to cram Silver Surfer into another issue of Green Lantern.
Now he's doing the superpowers.
Which one was Gold Pharaoh?
And I thought one of them looked like the samurai. What was the samurai?
Oh, I forget his name.
He had like wind-based powers. Or
Yeah. I can picture him. I can't remember his name. Yeah.
And one of those figures looked like him, I thought. So
Okay. Oh, no Apache Chief.
no Apache Chief.
Oh my god. I remember watching that when I was. Oh my god, Challenge of the Super Friends. Did you ever see the episode where like the Legion of Doom goes back in time to like stop like Superman, Hal, and Wonder Woman from like becoming superheroes? Oh my god.
Oh man, I need to go. That's on HBO Max. I should go watch that.
Oh yeah, because for Superman, what they go back in time, they get him as he's rocketing the Earth as a baby. They just like knock his ship off course. They're like, yeah, he's gonna land on a planet with a red sun. We're not gonna worry about him now.
Yeah, because I'm sure that'll work out.
Yeah. Then Cheetah takes Diana's place and becomes Wonder Woman, and then I think Lex himself intercepts Abin Sur's beam and gets the Green Lantern ring.
That's one thing that I really, really like that Johns did is he made Sinestro scary.
Oh yeah.
I mean, really scary.
I mean, hey man, he started his own thing and it's still going strong today.
Exactly. And the Guardians are not.
And hey, it's based on fear, so
apparently there's a lot of that around.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's all the notes on this. Yeah, thoughts on this one? I mean, I love the coincidence of, oh yeah, hey, by the way, his mother's dating the guy he saved.
Just rescued, yeah. I don't know. I just have a little bit of a hard time with the villain of the issue. I mean, it doesn't seem like it's. Yeah, sure, it can calculate what he's going to do, but hey, I can calculate that you're going to blow up a nuke next to me. Okay, great. I can't do anything about it. How does that help?
Yeah, exactly. Do you think that was Mars just trying to show again, like the difference between, I don't know if Hal could have just like shut off his mind like that, but Cal being the artist is just like, I got so much imagination pumping through here. I don't even have to think about it.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like the villains, Hal's villains from the Silver Age, their power levels vary wildly. And they vary wildly with the writers too, Not only do they vary between the villains, but between their appearances, right? Yeah. I think what Mars was trying to do was really kind of establish a certain power level for Kyle's villains, because if you look back, forgetting Hal for a second as Parallax, because that completely throws this off, but a lot more down to earth, a lot more grounded, a lot more believable, right? And I don't know, this time it just didn't work as well for me.
Yeah, I think he was just trying to keep Cal more grounded, at least until we get to the other side of Emerald Knights.
Yeah. And I think part of this too was, you're right. I mean, really, the purpose of this was to show it was Kyle's
Yeah.
imagination. That's what got him through.
I think they're trying to show he has skills or like
Mhm.
tricks that none of the other ones had before. Yeah. So yeah, again, it's just that the boyfriend, is the mother's boyfriend. Just, I mean, couldn't Kyle have just seen like a news report? It's like, oh hey, there's a rampaging AI in downtown LA or something. It's
Yeah.
like, I mean, isn't that how we found Ohm?
I think so.
I love that Ohm like got his ass beat the first issue. We never see him again.
Ever again. Never ever again. Somebody should bring him back in like a new issue of Green Lantern, just to get smacked down again. Or now he's reformed and he wants to help or something.
He's just embarrassed that everyone make fun of him. It's just like, you got not only you get beaten by the new Green Lantern, you got beat by him on his first day on the job.
Exactly.
All right. So you ready for the last one?
You bet.
The after school special, I call it.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So Green Lantern number 90, September 1997. Drinking Buddies.
And the cover has the light that failed. What was on the cover?
Yeah, the light that failed. Yeah.
Yep.
Him standing in the alley. Yeah. Yeah. Same. Ron Mars again, but penciler Chris Batista. Inker Chip Wallace, colorist Jason Wright, letterer Chris Iliopoulos, editor Kevin Dooley. So yeah, different art team this time.
Yeah, Chris Batista, didn't he do the Captain Marvel series with Peter David, maybe?
Was that? Did he do? Oh, he might have did some of that. Yeah.
Cross, I think Chris Cross.
I was thinking Chris Cross, but yeah. Now you mentioned that, yeah, you may have. All right, so this one, Cal Rayner sits in a bar in his hometown and is in deep thoughts. He remembers how he was here not long ago helping his drunken friend Tyler, and after leaving the bar through a back door, meeting Ganthet, who then gave Cal the power ring to make him a Green Lantern. Then Cal's thoughts are wandering towards his girlfriend, Donna Troy, who had just earlier had been told that both her ex-husband and her son were killed in a car accident. Following that news, Donna left Cal because she needs to handle this by herself.
Never to return.
I was going to say, I don't think we ever see her in this book again, at least not as his girlfriend.
Yeah.
If she does show up, it's all for a long time.
Well, and it's interesting. So, back when he first went to see his mom, Alex was a photographer. Donna's a photographer.
Now Jade's a photographer.
Jade's a photographer.
He has a type.
Apparently. Or
hey, man.
That's just the job most people have in the DC universe. I don't know.
he got in that stereotype, man. He's like, man, superheroes got to have reporter girlfriends,
There you go. Yeah, I guess
Superman, Flash. I mean, Batman. Anytime he's with Vicky Vale. I mean, come on. So I guess I'm assuming that was like either like a thing from the Wonder Woman book, or like I said, there's a new Titans book coming in. Was it 98 maybe or 99? But yeah,
JLA Titans, was that
well, yeah, there was a 3-issue miniseries. Yeah, Devin Grayson did that. Yeah, and then that was kind of like they prelude to it was kind of like their Midsummer's Nightmare. Yeah, and then they swung into a new Titans book.
Yeah, because that one Titan series by Dan Jurgens,
that lasted
like a year and a half.
It was a year or two. Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, it was like in the middle of the 90s. Yeah, I think it's already over at this point. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like JLA Titans was December of 98 to February of 99.
Oh, yes. Okay, so then I think Titans 1 came right after that.
Yep, I think so.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying. I wonder if it was just a Wonder Woman thing where they killed her whole family off, or if it was just
yeah, I think it was, because what was the date of this issue that we're on?
It is September 1997.
Oh yeah, so I guess it was just a Wonder Woman thing, because this would have been a year later, right?
Yeah. It's just so weird. It's like all of a sudden just like wipe. Again, it says a stupid way to like de-age her or something. It's like, oh yeah, we got no kids, no ex-husband.
Yeah, it's an interesting way to go about it, I guess.
I know. Well, that's like the whole thing. It's like even like, oh, they didn't want to like Spider-Man the divorce because they thought that would age him or
Yeah.
kill her off. But hey, it's all right. So was marriage to the devil.
Yeah. Okay. Shh.
I know. I'm still crusty about that. December 2007. I'm still crusty about that. So Donna left, which said she had to handle this herself. Finally, Cal's childhood friend Tyler enters the bar. He immediately orders beer and even stronger booze. Tyler had finished his studies in art, but only works at a coffee shop right now. And Cal quickly realizes that his friend seems to be an alcoholic. Cal gently tries to confront Tyler with that, but of course, Tyler rejects the accusation. After a small physical altercation between the two, Tyler leaves the bar angrily. Shortly after that, Cal hears a loud crash. He changes in the Green Lantern and saves Tyler, who had caused a severe car accident near the bar. Tyler awakes at the hospital and finds Cal sitting at the side of the bed. Tyler is full of regrets and promises to do something about his alcohol problem. Actually, Cal had already brought somebody with him to help Tyler. It is the female barmaid who herself is a clean alcoholic. And then at the end, Cal says goodbye to his mother, Maura, and then flies back to New York. That was kind of sad. He had to fly back by himself.
Yeah. Yeah, on the last page of 89, I think they had an editor's note referring to the issue of Wonder Woman, right?
Oh, I read it. I should have looked it up. I have the issue downstairs, but I read it on the app. I don't know if the app had the editor's note or not.
Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah, because I don't remember. I mean, I'm sure I was reading. Was John Byrne on Wonder Woman at that time?
Was he still on there? Because I know, like
Or did he leave?
a little after 100, he was on there, but I don't know if he was still there or not.
Well, you know what? Let's look that up.
Yeah, I don't know if I don't think I was reading Wonder Woman at the time. Like I knew the broad details, but why? Do you know what issue that is?
I think it was 128, but I'm not sure.
Ew.
And her series was launched in what, 87 or 86?
87, I believe.
Yep, there it is.
Uh-huh.
All right, let's try 123. 123 is written by John Byrne and drawn by John Byrne.
All right.
And I don't know about 128. I don't remember. I think it was one of those.
Well, did Donna or no? Maybe Hippolyta took over because I think isn't this around the time Wonder Woman dies?
Kind of ish dies. Yeah. There's a Genesis crossover going on. This was in October of 97. That was number 126. So
we're gonna get the Green Lantern's Genesis next week.
Okay. So yeah, this was around 127, 128. Yeah, Donna Troy shows up in number 127.
Okay, yeah, I'm kind of looking here. I'm looking at the synopsis for 129. Yeah, Donna is on trial for interfering in the lives of others. Hippolyta arrives in Gateway City to begin her time as Wonder Woman and attempts to save Donna. It attempts to save Donna, Artemis, and Cassie from the evil Egg Foo.
That's if I remember correctly, and I don't know if I do, that is a villain from her time as bell-bottom, depowered Wonder Woman in the 70s, I think. I'm not a Wonder Woman scholar.
There's not even a link for that character here. Not good, huh? So yeah, there was lots of going on with Donna kids. So, but no, this issue, we should ask Ron Mars about this if I had thought of it. I wonder if was he under orders to do this story, or was maybe the subject something personal to him that he wanted to put in a comic, or
I don't know. I mean, when we talk to him, it doesn't seem like he was really had a lot of interference for an
Yeah,
editorial. So, I mean, this just maybe sounds like a story that he wanted to tell, would be my guess.
maybe there's someone in his life that was an alcoholic. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, it's a good story. And
Yeah.
do we ever see Tyler again? Probably not.
I don't. I don't think. Well, again, he's living in California, and Cal's already gone back
New
to New
York.
York.
Yeah.
But no, it's and Cal keeps coming back to Tyler was with him that night at the Heretic Club, and it's like had I not directed him to the bathroom to go throw up, he might have been out in that alleyway. Ganthet might have given him that ring.
Yeah, but again, like the ultimate moral of this tale is it's not the chance, it's what you do with the chance, right?
Yes, yeah. I love Cal was like, I wonder what I would be doing if I hadn't gotten that ring.
Alex would probably still be alive.
Yeah. Yes. Of course.
The Green Lantern Corps would not have been rebooted because they wouldn't have had the Torchbearer, right?
I mean, who knows what Tyler would have did? I don't know. All right. So, anything else on these, Will?
No. What do we have? I know we have 90. We're gonna take July off. Or
Yeah,
summer
we're gonna
of
do that. Yeah,
69.
we're gonna do the 1969 issues in July. So yeah, I mean, we still have a little bit to get. Well, you know what? Like I told you, we're gonna go. I think we're gonna go up to issue 99 and then do the sum, and then July starts. So yeah, so we're gonna take a break between 99 and 100. So.
Oh yeah, and next issue 91 is the Genesis crossover.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. Next episode is going to be our catch up because it's going to be 91, the Genesis issue, and then we're doing annual 3 and 6. Remember, because we wanted to
yeah, that's right.
come back, swing around, and come back, do that 3 because it's an Elseworld, so it can do it anywhere. So yeah. So next week, Green Lantern 91 and the 2 annuals, 3 and 6. So.
Cool.
And then in 2 weeks we got another crossover. Because Green Lantern 92 crosses over with Green Arrow 125 and 126. So we're going to get another Cal and Connor team up.
Cool.
That's right. And then in 3 weeks, another crossover because Green Lantern 90. I have Green Lantern 93 and 94. I think only one of those maybe crosses over with Superboy 47.
I see 94.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember.
What part is that? Hero Idol Worship Part 1 is number 94.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. It might be, I think it's set in Hawaii. It's been a while since I read those.
Yeah. 95 is versus Robot World. It looks like it's a Jim Starlin cover, too.
I was going to say, is 93 and 94 both the Superboy crossover?
I think so.
I'm pulling this up here. Okay, 94 is the crossover, I believe. What's 90? Again, sometimes it's just like random issues.
Yeah. 93 is the Faces of the DC Universe. I don't know what happens in there because it's just Kyle with the ring.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see what it is. Yeah, it's like a Halloween one with Kyle and Jade.
Oh,
and Deadman shows up. So
there we go.
Yeah. So yeah, that's all that's coming up. And then oh my god, then another crossover. Because Green Lantern 95 is a one shot, but then Green Lantern 96, Green Arrow 130, and the Flash 135.
Yeah.
So at that point we'll get Cal, Connor, and Wall.
Yeah, I think that one's called 3 of a Kind.
Yes.
And then 97. Oh, Graven is back.
Yes, but between 96 and 97, we're going to do Green Lantern Sentinel Heart of Darkness 1 through 3.
Okay.
So, and then the episode after that will be 97 through 99. And that'll be the last week of June. And then we'll start our, summer of 69 in July. So, yes, kids,
It looks like 98 and 99 are called Future Shock.
Remember Cal gets thrown into the future. Is it the Legion? I think he meets the Legion, I think. Yeah, he meets the Legion because at the end of 99, remember, was it Brainiac 5's like, I'm going to send them back to when Green Lantern should be,
Yeah. Oops.
So, hey, look, Will, all July, you're going to get old classic Hal issues. And then when we come back in August,
We're getting Hal issues as well.
Emerald Knights.
Very cool.
That'll be interesting to like have a month of reading those very Silver Age stories and then see how it compares to Emerald Knights.
That's actually, it's almost like you're, a professional or something, Phil. The way you
almost like I planned it, but you know what? It just just everything else that all the elements of our podcast, me and Lilith, because we were gonna do it in June, but Lilith and I are like, nah, let's do it in July. So kind of just worked out well.
Perfect.
Like the universe wants us to do it.
That's right. And we should always listen to the universe.
Yes. So, and again, I was like, I hope Will doesn't mind doing a bunch of classic house stories for a month.
It's a terrible burden, but for you, man, I'm there for you.
You'll sacrifice for me. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I, of course, love Hal Jordan.
Exactly.
Okay. I know we're running long, but before we go, I got a message today.
Oh, awesome.
A certain young man in Australia is enjoying his DC Universe Infinite app.
Oh, awesome.
He started Mark Waid's Flash run from the beginning.
Oh, that's right. He was going to read to his son, right?
I think, yeah, but yeah, he was reading that year one, like Wade's first arc on the Flash. I'm like, he's like, it's good. I'm like, yeah, it's gonna get better too.
Yeah, and continue to get better.
But wisely, he didn't ask me for any other suggestions.
Batman, my favorite character.
Well, there are one or two good Batman stories out there, right? You
have to dig to find a Batman story, but yeah.
Batman, my favorite character.
Thought you're gonna escape scot-free at this episode, did you, Ray? Again, I got Will or Lilith with me, egging me on. Yeah, you're not gonna get away. All right, so yes, kids, gave you the rundown basically to the end of June. So yes, email us all the thoughts, Capes and Lunatics, and hey, Death of the Justice League. Let us know what you think. I'm sure I'll have thoughts next week.
I definitely want to hear them. Also, I definitely want to hear your thoughts on Dark Crisis as soon as it comes out.
Yes, yeah, it'll be sometime after 75. So, oh yeah, definitely. You're gonna hear my thought. Probably hear my thoughts, if nothing else, on the Nightwing Deathstroke fight they've been teasing. All right.
Have you been reading the DC versus Vampires?
Yes, I have.
Did
you read issue 6? Oh, that's right. Did you read issue 6?
I have not read issue 6 yet.
Okay.
Apparently, I'm not going to be extraordinarily happy, or I might be happy because it.
Like I told you don't have to read any more issues, Will. That's all I'll say.
But apparently, the Bat family does well for itself, and so does the Green Arrow family. So.
Let's just say it. Okay, kids. Spoilers. Yes, Batman gets killed by the true King of the Vampires. Who he didn't see it. Batman did not see it coming.
Oh, okay, awesome. I'm looking forward. I should have it shortly then.
Oh, you didn't get spoiled yet. Oh. That's why I'm like, I should tell Ray to read that, because Batman doesn't get killed. So.
Nice.
Catharsis. All right, kids. So send your thoughts. Email us, CapesandLunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can follow Sector 2814, the Green Lantern Podcast, on Facebook, on Twitter. Join the Green Lantern fan group on Facebook. Also, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Again, every episode we do gets a video, including our interviews, like our last two we did with Mr. Mark Waid and Mr. JMD Mateus. And if you love the Will, he was there for both of them. So,
right.
Smash that.
But you're not there for me. We're there for them, because those were pretty awesome interviews.
Exactly. Yes. And smash that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the great content we put out.
Smash it.
And of course, most importantly, please subscribe to the Patreon. We're out here paying for this out of our own pocket. Speaking of, Will, it's the end of the month.
Gotcha.
Okay, thank you. So yes, kids, as you see, I have to beg people for money. So yes, every little bit helps, but $3 to $5 gets you the exclusive early access to creator interviews. Once again, like I mentioned, Mr. DG Chichester talks to me and Lilith every single month.
I got the good mic out for you guys.
Another great guy. And of course, superhero movie brackets. We will find the worst superhero movie of all time. Lilith Hellfire demanded it. Again, April, we will crown a Marvel winner. And then in May, we'll start the DC battle. So
You're
all
a
right.
strong man.
I must be. And again, only for you, Lilith. You better appreciate it. All right. And again, of course, Capes and Lunatics and Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks merch. Find it all at Linktree, linktr.ee/Capes and Lunatics. And again, if you want to get your dose, since he's not here lately, your dose of that cosmic figure, Mr. Matt Kona. That's the guy on the surfboard. Find him on all social media at Matt Kona, MATTKONA. Trust me, it's worth the price of admission just for his social media.
See you later, bunkie. Suck it, Lilith.
All right, here you go, Will.
When he gives me his bone.
All right, Mr. William Allred, master of the core, master of the quantum zone, master of the crossover division, master of the Kickstarter. Where can people find you?
You can find me at Wallred. That's at WALLRED at Gmail and Twitter and Facebook and other social media that I've probably forgotten about. You can also find anything you want to know about Crossover Division, which is the book that we publish via Kickstarter. Number 3 should be going to the printer in the next couple of days, I hope. And number 4 Kickstarter will be launching in May. But you can sign up to be notified by going to crossoverdivision.com/KS. And you can be there when we launch. Also, another book that I do with Arts Gene Gonzalez is Diary of Night. You can find out more about it at diaryofnight.com. And then besides hanging out with Phil every week, which is awesome, I also do a show called Explain Yourself with writer Kevin Joseph, where we bring on comic book creators who are running Kickstarters and we discuss their projects. They have to explain themselves. So, and finally, you have great taste, so you probably love Quasar too. If you want to find out more about Quasar, you can check out the Quantum Zone at quantumzone.org.
Hey, boys, you look at the party? I love the party. I hope it's going somewhere nice.
I, of course, love Hal Jordan.
And again, you should. I keep meaning to listen, but I'm sure Explain Yourself is a great show. Will's great, but again, sometime in the next few months, you may be getting a JMD Mateus appearance too. So yeah,
which will be really, really cool.
That's always a good interview.
That's right. He's quite an accomplished and interesting writer.
And like a nice guy, great interview.
Great guy. Yeah. I can't believe he remembered a throwaway one-issue story that I have lived with for 40 years.
You know what? Yeah, talking to some people, like they have trouble remembering some of their stuff. Oh yeah, man, you throw something out. Sometimes
that issue of Marvel Team Up.
It takes him a minute, but yeah, he's like, oh yeah, I remember that. It might take him a minute, but he'll remember it.
Yeah, he was. I was like Centurion. No, that's an Iron Man. No, it was Solar, and he corrected. I was like, see, he knows it. How can he remember that? He wrote that story a very long time ago.
Solar, 2 R's, Will.
That's right. But that's a great story. You should read it.
I don't remember if I read that one or not. But I told you, Will, Eternity Century.
Too bad Matt wasn't here.
I know. Questions, Eternity Century questions Matt would have.
That's right.
All right, kids. Yes, thank you for joining us. Next week, Green Lantern 91, the Genesis tie-in, and then annuals 3 and 6. I was gonna say 3's an Elseworld, but we'll get a version of Hal Jordan.
Yeah, I can't remember what 6 is. 6 is the.
I'm trying to remember myself. I'm sure it's a cow something or other, but. Well, you'll find out. Oh, there you go, kids. You'll find out next week.
Is 3 the Legends of the Dead Earth? No, we did that one already.
All right, kids, come back next time. Remember, don't piss off your appliances. Good night.